It's time for baseball in the Bay Area as we welcome you to the Oakland Coliseum. Today it's the finale of this four-game set between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Oakland A's. Chris Davis is a man on a mission as he tries to bring his hitting streak to 20 games. Next. Andrew Triggs will be on the mound for Game 4. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in the game, how about this guy? ERA in the low ones. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball, the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
Malik Smith the next to hit. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
Liner towards second, but this will be gloved out there at second as he didn't have far to go for the out. And here's the starting lineup for the visiting Tampa Bay Rays. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, there's no doubt this club really needs Kevin Kiermaier to turn it around. He went 0 for 3 last game. No big deal, only 3 ABs, but it was the way in which he looked going about those ABs. He didn't have a good look to him at all. We'll see if he can bounce back in this one.
So one away here with the bases empty, and standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. First pitch of the at-bat. A bouncer up the middle, taken in by Simeon. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As he'll take a look at ball one. Ramos, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
The 2-0 is in there for strike one.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate. And there are our umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
Debro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. We'll give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. And now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Matt Andriese is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at a guy that he's a little bit up and down throughout points of his career. A career ERA just over 4. When he's good, he can be really good. And when he's bad, well, let's just say he can be pretty bad at times. But it'll be interesting to see which one we see. He's a little bit of Jekyll and Hyde. Hopefully he's going to be a little bit more Jekyll than Hyde in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Coco Sullivan. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, this series has been a little bit of back and forth, dropping the first one, finding a way to battle back, and then dropping the third one of this 4-game set. Let's see if they can find a way to tie this rubber game.
You know, Dero, this is one of those, if you could win game 4 of this series and walk away with a split, you almost feel like you won this series. This is a big one here today.
The 1-1. Hit back up the middle. Fielded by Hechavarria. And there's one away. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He's got over 15 runs batted in his last 10 games. Like, that's some kind of a stretch. These opposing pitchers have to figure out a way to keep the guys off base in front of him, or he's going to make it really tough for them.
Digging in, Stephen Piscotty, as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. Hit on the ground to third. Miller is there. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He's faced Matt Andriese previously. He's 0 for 4. First delivery to him on the way. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. And that'll bring up the power-hitting middle infielder Ryan Schimpf. First at-bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Leaves a slider right over the middle. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a base hit on the line. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the Rays strike quickly here in the inning. It's a leadoff double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Here's C.J. Cron now. He swings and grounds it to short. Gloved by Lowry. And that's the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And, guys, you want to talk about taking care of the baseball, doing what's right, playing fundamentally sound. This team has the fewest errors in the league. Not only do they make the routine plays, but they'll make the spectacular ones as well. Can't be understated the importance of what they're bringing to the table on the defensive side. Check that out today.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. And oh, this is off the second base bag. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. And the runner will score from second. Kiermaier takes the turn at third. He wants it all. The tag, and he's safe as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
The fans are not happy, and I can't blame them. And inside the Parker on that hit, there's simply no excuse for that. And everyone in the ballpark knows it. We'll see if he can shake it off and get out of the top half of this inning.
Here's Carlos Gomez, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Missed with a slider. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Bases are empty, one man out. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Carlos Gomez. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped straight into the catcher's glove as he's able to hold on for the second out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Stepping in, Brad Miller. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Joyce is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of the second. The Rays are in front 2-0. Now batting, Chris Davis. He's really been dialed in at the plate lately, having hit safely in his last 19 games.
Yeah, Matty, he's got a chance to go for 20 right here. That's a huge hit streak, and he's done it in a variety of ways. Some damage mixed in with just some nice ABs.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1-for-4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day 1 of this hit streak, and it's continued.
And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Man, at bats like this make every hitting coach happy. This is what they all preach. Stay inside the ball, stay behind the ball. You can see he lets this one travel deep, then just inside outs this thing off the right center field wall. That's some rare power there and a little bit scary to opposing pitchers.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Well, this hitting streak is just the latest development in what's been an impressive offensive year for him. He's up among the league leaders in hitting as of today.
He's had an amazing season, and you can tell the confidence is oozing off him. When we were down before the game talking to him around the batting cage, you could just sense he wants 4 ABs and he wants them with runners in scoring position. He's certainly given himself a chance to have a monster season.
And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now.
Right fielder.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put Goodwood on it.
Settling in now, Boog Powell. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Next up for the A's, Jed Lowry. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1-for-4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day one of this hit streak, and it's continued.
Echeverria for one.
Batting 8, catcher.
Here's the German-born catcher, Bruce Maxwell. And he's one of the more dangerous hitters in baseball right now, carrying a 10-game hitting streak into this one. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Batting 9th, center fielder, Matt Joyce.
Here's Matt Joyce now. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1-for-4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day one of this hit streak, and it's continued.
The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the third from the Coliseum here on the show. Here's Echeverria now. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Hit hard on the ground to second. Simeon's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So one gone in the inning now, and it's time for a look at the standings in the AL West. You just see where the A's find themselves entering play here today. Standing in, Malik Smith. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. Hit on the ground to third. Sullivan ranges to his left. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
Man, as we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
Into the box now, Denard Span, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he looks at his sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Wilson.
Now to the plate, Wilson Ramos. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. The 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Semien moving to his left, and that retires the side. One error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rays 2 and the A's 1. Digging in, Coco Sullivan. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Coco Sullivan.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a drive out toward the gap in left center. He's around first, heading for 2. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
So stepping in, Stephen Piscotty, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Throw to third, but he's in there as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second, and a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2. So the base hit there plates their second run of the inning and brings us to our league leaderboard in terms of RBIs. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's Chris Davis now. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard back up the middle. Echeverria's there. To second for one. On to first, and they get the double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he rips it on the ground to second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and no one left on base. On now to the top of inning number 4. The A's lead this one 3-2. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ryan Schimpf, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Second baseman, Ryan Schimpf.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Boy, good bite on the slider, and it just missed inside. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Time now for the A's Road to the Show report as we get a look at a couple of guys making some noise in the upper levels of the minors. Here's C.J. Cron now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here comes the first pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Hit on the ground to third. Sullivan takes it in, and there's out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Ready for another chance, Kevin Kiermaier, and he might still be a bit winded after the inside the park home run in his first at bat. First pitch on its way, and this is taken outside for ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging. The 1-2. Ground ball foul down the left side. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Davis going back, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. They're down 3-2. At the plate, Boog Powell. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Now the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And that's out number 1.
The batter, number 8, shortstop, Shed Lowry.
Here's Jed Lowry now, reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded back up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Squared that one up just a little late. Here we go. 2-1. Oh, right back to him on the mound. There's one. On to first, and it's another double play. There's second in the first 4 innings, as that one will retire the side. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 4 full. The A's lead this one 3-2. So striding forward now, Carlos Gomez. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
Carlos Gomez.
First delivery to him on the way. And he just misses with a curveball. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Takes a curveball right on the corner. 2 runs on 2 hits. 1 error in the ballgame for Tampa Bay. And he fouls this one off. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Another 0-2 coming. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Here's Echeverria now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Can't catch up to that pitch, and it's a ball and a strike. Two out, nobody on. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. Still a 3-2 ball game. Coming to the plate now, Matt Joyce. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First offering on its way. No balls and a strike to count. While his hitting streak might be drawing most of the attention, some might not realize he's hitting for real power as well, slugging over 500 for the season.
And that's the beauty of it, Matty. He's doing it with damage. It's not the 1 for 4 with the ground ball with eyes or the bleeder with no one on that doesn't help the team. This is a guy that's done serious damage from day 1 of this hit streak, and it's continued.
And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Here comes the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. So chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. Stepping up to the plate, Stephen Piscotty, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch on its way. Liner toward right center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. A run in. Here's a second runner around third. He comes across to score, and now it's a 5-2 ball game. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late, and when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Into the box, Marcus Semien, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
The 0-1 delivery. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Standing in now, Chris Davis. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's now 6-2. So he's aboard with his second hit of the afternoon so far as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see, he currently ranks second in the AL in that department. Digging in once again, Matt Olson. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. Matt Olson connects for a 2-run home run. Number 17 for him on the season, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Jose Alvarado gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Up next for Oakland, right fielder, Boog.
So that'll bring in the outfielder Boog Powell. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. Alvarado has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Oh, and 1, here it comes. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy a chance to speed up his bat with something off speed.
8 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Here now the 2-2. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient even with 2 strikes.
Hit to short. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. So his day is fully over as you get a look at the pitching line for the Rays starter. Not the day he was hoping for when he took the mound. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Jed Lowry. Now the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he chased it in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Another good inning for the A's. Maybe the best fans in baseball right there, and they're loving it at the 5 and dime. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Malik Smith the next to hit. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, Denard Span, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. 1 out, nobody on. This is line to left. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play from the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They practice plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
Ready for another shot now, Ryan Schimpf. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He's set. Here it comes. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Ramos is off at first with 2 away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 1-2 is in off the plate. The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Sullivan over to his left, and the inning is over. 1 left for Tampa. Still 8-2. Into the box, Bruce Maxwell. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Maxwell.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Here's Matt Joyce now. Popped him up. Miller in foul ground, and this will land foul. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now a ball popped up behind the plate for Ramos. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Coco Sullivan.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Coco Sullivan. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Now at the plate, C.J. Cron.
Leading off with the ring.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And you can see that he's had it working here in the first 2 months of the year, currently leading the AL in that category. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. And now time is called and the reliever is warm out there. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And we're going to have a pitching change as that's going to be off for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Emilio Pagan comes on to pitch here with 1 man gone in the top of the 7th.
Emilio Pagan.
And the pitch. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
The right fielder, number 8.
So digging in now, Carlos Gomez. First pitch of the at-bat. A slider that just grabs the outside corner. A called strike on the inside corner.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield. To his right, Semien. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Still 8-2. Stepping in, Stephen Piscotty, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat.
Designated hitter, Stephen Piscotty.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line to the right side. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
In now, Marcus Semien.
as he swings and hits a laser to right.
But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The left fielder, number 2, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. This ball's hit a ton out to center field. Kiermaier is there. And he brings it in on the warning track.
Now batting, first baseman, Olsen.
Ready to take his hacks again, Matt Olson, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. He's set. Here's the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it, and that retires the side. One left for Oakland, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. Leading off the inning, Brad Miller, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 13, Brad Miller.
First pitch on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. To his right, Olsen. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Moving closer towards our conclusion now. 8-2 the count in this one, as our line score will give you a look at how we got to this point in the contest. Now in the box, Adeiny Echeverria. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Here comes the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Nothing in one count. Here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Fouled away. The 0-2 once more. High in the air out to center field. On the move is Joyce. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Malik Smith.
In now, Malik Smith. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. And that's taken for a called strike 2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. Still 8-2. Stepping up now, Boog Powell, and he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
Right fielder, Boog Powell.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Little chopper back to the mound.
Schimpf brings it in.
Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Now, it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I think he'll see what his replay guys think first. Looking at it again, man, I can't tell for sure if he was out or not. Tough call.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Athletics are challenging.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
And the batter rules safe.
Here's Jed Lowry now. Runners off for second. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Kiermaier on the run. He can't get there as it falls in.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get the third.
Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
From the stretch. This is hit softly to third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
Now batting, center fielder, Matt Joyce.
Here's Matt Joyce now. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third. But too late, and he's safe at third.
Dan, you know what? You like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
Into the box, Coco Sullivan, as he lines it out to center. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Hey, D-Row, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Runs up and gets this one down. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
He tried the surprise attack there with a bunt with a runner on base. Hey, he gets thrown out, but it works just as good as a sacrifice.
Standing in, Marcus Semien. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped up. That gets down as one run is in.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I'd say those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Standing in now, Chris Davis, as he'll go after the first pitch and promptly line one into left center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Semien is on his way home. Now the relay home. The tag from Ramos, but it's not in time. Safe at the plate.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Span is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. 9th inning coming up. Oakland is on top in this one, 13-2. Digging in now, Denard Span. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
First pitch on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Fouled off.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. This one's down to third. Sullivan is there. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The catcher, number 40.
A reminder not to touch that remote after we're through, as you'll see full highlights of the ball game this afternoon exclusively right here on the show. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, and he's 0 in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. And now a pitch on the way. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first will be in time, and the Rays are now down to their final out.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Ryan Schiff.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Schimpf. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Backhanded on to first, and that's your ball game.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
13-2 is the rather one-sided final tally. The Oakland A's smashed the ball all over the yard en route to collecting 18 hits. Andrew Triggs earned his 9th win of the year. Matt Andriese allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. A reminder that extra BART train service is available on the Fremont Daily City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the ramp directly outside the stadium beyond the left field wall.